When you get outside, you all then see what would be 15 to 20 horseback riders ride into town. These are just an assortment of the guards and the head guard of Dowerdald. In front of the Wandering Walrus, they kind of stop. Not surround you guys, but stop and then start yelling like, citizens, citizens, come here, as some of the other horseback riders ride off and put out the flames across. Yeah, you see them begin to put out the fire and stuff. Sorry, my uncle's trying to order food and nothing's delivering till December, so... back to it. The rest of the horseback riders are putting out the flames all over the town, including some that make their way around the Wandering Walrus. They put out the flames on the rooftop, and some head inside to put it out. Though the citizens are now rallying as the rest of the bandits take off out the front and or are just starting to get slashed down by the guards. You all are kind of huddled, including Tazaro, which is keeping a radius of the citizens. Like, they're keeping a good 20-foot radius away from Tazaro and the rest of you. The head guard, he waves everyone in, and he's kind of like, what happened here? And he looks towards you guys, because you guys clearly were in battle a few moments ago.
And
You said this is the head guard?
This is the head guard, yep.
Yeah.
Silence befalls.
And it's happened here. Fuck you think happened here.
We were gone for only a moment's notice, and this... Where did these men come from? Did you see where they came from?
We don't know. We were out on jobs when they attacked. We came back to the village burning, and we simply hopped in to help.
I see. He's kind of like looking around at all these people sobbing and upset, and these old warriors kind of just sitting there like, I want to get out there and beat them. Like, they're just like really pumped up in anger. And he's like, we have tents. We will set up tents for those homes that have been destroyed. We will give in, the inn rooms will be open to those who want to stay within, but we need a day to figure out what happened here. We'll get back to you in a moment. Just go back to your homes if your homes still stand, and if you need a home, meet at the town hall. He quickly jumps up onto his white horse and takes off towards the town hall, which is only about 5 minutes down the road from the Wandering Walrus. Miscus wakes up, kind of jumps out of your arms because he's like, who the hell are you? Like, he forgets again that you are a tiefling and you're holding him, and he's like, oh,
Fucking tiefling.
what the? And he sits there and he's like, oh. I should have known. He's like, I should have told someone that they were coming. You all noticeably hear this.
Aha! What are you talking about, Miscus?
He quickly like, I was not. They... You guys came to me for a job earlier today, and I was making a bit of a joke out of it, but there was a small note on the bottom of my clipboard. There was a job that would... These bandits, they live on the outskirts of town, and they've been needing to be handled for a long time, and I should have asked you to do it. I'm sorry. He like grabs his head as he's like bleeding from one of the gashes from the beam that hit him in the head. He's like bowing his head to you guys.
Ain't
you
your
say I
fault,
was holding him?
mistress.
You were like holding him up originally. This is like just after you ripped him out of the building, and then that speech was given. He like jumped out of your arms when he woke up because he wasn't sure where
Good.
he was.
I'm definitely not holding him or touching him now.
Okay, that would make sense. Yeah. He's like, I don't know. They're called the Dockland Bandits. They live only a couple hour ride from here. He's like, I need to go talk to the the mayor. And he starts to wander off. If anybody wants to try to stop him.
I don't know if I want to stop him. I think I want to join him.
You want to join him?
I want to be a part of that conversation.
Okay. Anybody else want to
Kinda
join
need
him?
I'm a little hurt. Kind of need the.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how many of you are gonna join him, and how many of you are gonna just try to hang back and heal?
I need to heal. I'm gonna hang back.
Okay.
Well, actually, yeah, I should probably heal as well, now that I
Okay.
think about it.
Ravi.
I'll join the conversation then.
Okay. So we'll start with the two, Ravi and Izod. When you guys go to the mayoral ovular Viking building, you enter to a massive feast hall, and the king sitting on a the mayor sitting on a throne in the top of behind the large feast table. He's in the middle of an argument with 50 different citizens, 3 of his like guards, and like 25 different like people from outside of town. He still kind of has jurisdiction over some of the farmsteads that sit outside of town that were attacked first on the way in. You can all hear this. Well, you two hear this when you enter behind Miscus. I need everyone to leave now. I can no longer deal with this nonsense. We will figure this out in the morning. People kind of disperse except for the guards who shut their mouths and kind of go sit at the table. Miscus, of course, doesn't stop. He wanders up and he's like, "Sir." And the mayor is like, "What? I understand that your tavern was on fire, Miscus. I cannot help you with it at this moment." And he's, no, I know who did this. And the mayor, in like a furious, like, no thought before doing so, he says, "Guards, grab this gentleman now." So the guards surround him and grab Miscus. And they're like, and the mayor basically is like, "You are going to tell me everything you know right now, or I will put you in our dungeons with the rest of them that we've captured." Oh, I'm sorry, sir. It's as easy as saying it's a couple of bandits outside of Dowerdal. They're only about 50 minutes out. I've only heard stories from adventurers who've come in here and left. They've told me that these bandits have been messing with many of the towns nearby, and I haven't given the job out yet. And the mayor kind of looks at him, and he's kind of in shock by the fact that this wasn't brought to him. So he the mayor, sorry, once again, the mayor kind of stands up from his seat after Miscus is grabbed, and he says, "Why would you never think to bring this information to me before something like this would have happened?" Miscus bows his head. He has nothing to say. The mayor looks at you guys, and he's like, "Who are you? What are you doing in here?"
I came to make sure that the full story was said to you. I did not want this man to slither out of his skin, so to speak.
Mayor Stillbriar has a hard time looking at you, of course.
I'm shocked.
And he... Did you aid in the battle against these bandits?
Yes.
And you, dwarf?
Yes.
Good. Consider yourself signed up then. I can't spare any men, and I want you to take care of them. I'll give you 20 copper each for any partner that joins you. And one
For
of
the
the guards comes
bandits?
up. One of the guards comes up to him and is like, "Hey, come! You can't give away all that money." And he just like pushes the guard away. He's like, "It is my money to give." He says, "Yes, if you take on the Dockland bandits and Miscus will be your guide, I will pay you for avenging our town."
Sounds like a deal to me.
All right. Dwarf, are you going to do this?
Oh yeah, I love the sound of your offer.
Then get out. He then proceeds to kick you out.
Damn, you have to be an asshole about it.
Miscus has not been let free yet. You men walk your way down, woman and man, walk your way down,
Sorry.
excuse me, down the street to find Belzaren and ArZaroth standing outside the courtyard. How would you two be healing? Do you have any healing spells, Mr. Belzaren?
I do not,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Damn it. Hope
So-
you would.
You know of a small shop that possibly might still be here down the road that might sell healing potions. Otherwise, there isn't many places in town to get healed. You'd have to travel a little bit or just rest for the night. But you are
I'd rather
met
just
with
rest,
Ravi
to be honest.
and Izod walking your way.
What's the
How about a
news?
ArZaroth, we got a job on our hands. Bandits, 20 copper. You in?
After I get healed up, sure, comedy.
At that statement, Izod will kind of rub her hands together and say, "And how reluctant would you be to be healed?"
I would, pretty bad. I'd like to get healed, depending on what you're offering.
Give me your hand.
What are you gonna do?
Heal
Nothing
you.
crazy, is it?
Everything is crazy.
Weird. Weird. Alright. Give him my hand.
I will give him 3 of my 5 from lay on hands.
Okay. So
So you only gain 3 hit points. That's all I can do right now. Well, I can do a little bit more, but I'm holding back some.
you
So
Fine.
that brings me to 6. Huh?
feel an energy fill your body. A weird magic kind of begins to grow within. You're not sure what to think of this, but you do feel, in a sense, more awake. It made you feel more alive. In that moment as well, after being healed, Miscus wanders over to you guys from down the road, and he says, I want to apologize for what I've done. I hope that you all can manage to do this. He looks to Belzar and he says, will you be joining them?
Yes, I will.
Okay, I do not have the copper to give to you, so you'll have to talk to Mayor Stillbriar when you get back. Feel free to take up one of the other rooms in the inn if your room was destroyed in the fire last night.
Well, if we're gonna rest before we even head out, then heal me is kind of useless.
He says,
How soon until we can?
I definitely would suggest you rest for the night and maybe get supplies, because I will write a map for you and have it done in the morning, and that might be best bet. It'll be a couple-hour ride, but from the looks of it, I don't think the guard have time to give horseback to you, so you may have to walk. It may be an entire night till you get there.
Only could ride Zorro. If only. My battle mode.
I'm gonna walk away from that and go and take down the one that I spiked up.
The impaled one.
Kind of shake off the body.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go rest. Or meditate or all that good stuff.
Alright, so
I am going to rest as well.
am I fine to assume that since it's about 4 in the afternoon, the battle commenced, people are trying to pick up the rubbles, and the smoke plumes are slowly dying down as the fires are being put out. You guys retire back to your rooms, kind of just to heal yourselves and just to chill out for a little bit.
Yeah.
As you all enter,
I would
Miscus-
actually.
Oh, okay.
I would actually try and, because I don't know anything about these people other than I just saw them fight a little bit and like they've been staying here for some time, I would probably try and like have them sit down and talk. Like just talk. Nothing serious, but like, who are these people? We've
Alright.
all just been signed up randomly.
Yep.
So like,
as you're wandering in, you're all quickly stopped by a little chime in from Izod.
Alright.
my apologies if I was rude earlier, gentlemen, but I feel it should be an opportunity to acquaint ourselves if we will be in a hunting party.
Well, my name is ArZaroth. That guy over there is Tazaro. And you don't really gotta worry about him. He won't hurt you unless I want him to.
Wonderful. And you, again?
Oh,
I forget your name,
I go by Ravi.
Ravi. Correct. And it was
Belzaren.
Belzaren. And what brought you here in the first place?
I was searching for some information on what might have happened to my brother.
An interesting place to come to find information.
Well, I've been all over.
I am not unfamiliar.
As you all continue talking, Miscus, being that he is being very apologetic, he takes some of the finest alcohol from underneath the desk and kind of just hands the bottle to Izod with 4 glasses and says, "Take a load off," and just, it's on the house, obviously, and he just awkwardly, like, grumbles and walks off again into his back room.
Don't mind if I do.
I think probably on this occasion, she would make an exception and actually have a drink. Very, very rare occasion.
Okay.
So,
All right. Is anyone else going to indulge in this?
Oh, I'll drink.
All right.
I'll drink,
Oh.
but I'm not going too much.
I'll have a couple.
You have a couple? All right.
I'll have a
See,
few.
You're given these wooden cups. Basically, the bottle has no words on it, but let's see. Belzaren and ArZaroth, go ahead, roll me history checks.
I am mystery. Oh. count me out. I got a 6.
2. That one.
Well, you taste the wine and it's very delicious. You feel like you have kind of a recognize this, but you cannot pinpoint where it might be from. How much is everyone gonna drink tonight?
I'll have like 1 glass and I'll
One
head
glass.
off to rest.
All right.
Not
Same.
too much, yeah.
All right.
Probably
Ryan.
1, maybe 2.
I'll drink 2.
You're gonna drink
2
two. Okay.
cupfuls, yeah.
All right. So not enough to get you drunk, but you guys have enough to kind of make you feel a little warm. Will you be talking anymore tonight?
Well, I guess Ravi and I will, because we're probably gonna rest in the same room again.
Okay. Izod and Belzaren, what are you doing after everyone begins to disperse?
I'm just heading back to bed, I think.
Actually, I'm going to just once again check in with Zaro, make sure he's alright, and
He's all right.
make sure
and
he's got a place to rest, and
Yep.
then I'll go back to bed.
Yeah, his shack was not burnt down, so he's good.
I'm gonna check on Miscus real quick. Just my goal is to make sure that he's not trying to sneak away.
Right. So,
Um,
do you knock on his back door that he usually keeps
No.
closed? No, you just
Nope.
walk in.
he has lost the right to that.
You go to walk in, and it is locked.
I'll give him one opportunity. I suppose if it's locked, I'll give him an opportunity, and just kind of open the door. Just kind of knock and
You hear kind of muffled. One moment. As he gets up, and you hear a bunch of stuff clatter in the background. He comes to the door, and you hear the click of the lock, and he creaks it open and like peeks in. Can I help you?
Push into his face.
I just want to warn you that if you try to run away, I will hunt you down to the ends of the world. Night. And I walk away.
He is in shock. He's like, yeah, good night. And he closes the door, and you hear a lock, and then you hear
Yeah.
a second lock.
Yeah.
He has kind of a
He invents
deadbolt.
a third lock.
Yeah, he has a deadbolt, and then he has his door lock, and he locks them both. You wander upstairs. Since it is only 4 in the afternoon, you are tired enough to sleep through the night. Would you?
I think I will.
Okay.
I'll probably spend the rest of the evening in some kind of a prayer, or at least, meditating, kind of finding a center before we go on our hunting journey tomorrow.
Okay. Belzaren?
I'm just gonna head back to bed.
All right. And so, Ravi and ArZaroth, you have a couple hours to talk in your room. So, would you say anything to each other before you rest for the rest of the night?
Shit day, eh?
No kidding. What do you think about these bandits?
I don't know. The pay's good though. I guess it's worth the job.
Who knows how many there'll be, though.
I trust in the barkeeper to know more about them.
Might be a good idea to check the place out before we actually make a move.
That's a good idea. We can always talk more about this in the morning with everyone else. On that note, I'm going to bed. A hard day of work, a good drink, and a nice sleep.
All right. ArZaroth, will you follow suit?
Yes, I will.
So you all lay to rest for the night. It is 3:40, so I think that's where I'm gonna end today's session. Okay. I will see you guys next week. If you guys want to stay on, I'll end the stream and we can talk for a few minutes, and then we can all head out for the night.
Sure
Thank
thing.
you. Thank
Alright.
you.
Alright.
And
Thank you.
Yeah. Good session.